Right, we're off.
Thanks, mate. See ya. Will do.
What's going on, Dom?
We're leaving no, we're not leaving Indonesia, but we're leaving our latest anchorage.
Labuan Bajo.
Labuan Bajo.
Oui.
15 boats here.
Yeah, full of boats.
Yeah, we're going to some quieter places. See ya.
Where do we go from here? We could go anywhere. Where do we go from here? We could go anywhere. Life has its ups and downs.
Weaving around the boats. Making a quick loaf for our passage back to Australia. Yep, we've headed off.
$646 to go.
Yeah. Get used to a bit of yummy food. Leave it for about 15 minutes and then put it all together.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy.
I think this guy's caught a fish.
Yeah.
Hauling it in. So in the bottom of the boats at the front they have holes.
Do they?
And so the boat is full of holes and it fills up with water, and that's what keeps the fish fresh and keeps them alive until they get to shore.
With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Oh yeah.
Like a fishing charter. Like, there's lines out everywhere.
This is what happens when you have power on an island. You build on every single square inch of it. So up on that hill, there's a whole bank of solar panels, and the island is covered in buildings.
Targets everywhere.
Hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So what's going on?
We are leaving Indonesia properly today. We're just heading out of this bay. It's 6 a.m. The sun's nearly up. We've got a few fishermen in front of us. And yeah, we're heading to Australia. Heading to the Kimberley. Should be there in a week, all going well.
rugged landscape on the south side of Flores Island. Quite different to the North Shore. Gonna have to say bye-bye to our babies. So I'll turn them into pesto as their last hurrah before we get to Australia. And then we'll buy another one. And our little mushroom spinach didn't make it. It's hanging in there. Yeah, mushroom spinach will have to go as well. Can't take plants into Australia. So we've been madly eating, cooking, eating a lot of our fresh meat provisioning that we did, or provisions, because we're pretty sure we can't take that back into Australia. So I've been cooking up a storm. We've got meatballs, we had fish schnitty, no, chicken schnitties, we had roast last night. What else we had, baby? Burgers. Just gorging ourselves on protein the last few days. Giving away a load of stuff, giving away mung beans and honey, can't take honey back, and anything else I can think of that will hold us up at quarantine. I do have a bag of bits and pieces I'm not sure about, so we're going to ask them about those. Hopefully we'll be able to keep some of it, lentils and things, not sure whether you can keep lentils. And that's where we're at. So we're leaving Indonesia. We spent 60 days here. We had a good look around the Northern Islands. It was very interesting, the places that less people go. So no tourism, made very welcome by all the people. We were celebrities everywhere. We had our photo taken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Yeah, it was an experience. And now we are heading south. We're going back to Broome. We're going to provision in Broome. Get a few things on board, not stay there too long, just as long as we need to get it all done, and then head back north through the Kimberley for a couple of months or so back to Darwin. So that is where we're at. What's just happened? What was all that about?
About half an hour I could see on the horizon, I could see white water, like big waves. I thought, there's no reef out there. And closer and closer, and it's the wash coming out from the channel between two massive islands to the north of us, and the tide, the current just rips out, and we're in 1,000 metres of water here, and the current must be some sort of conversion zone, and it was wind on tide, and they were just vertical waves like this, breaking at the top. So we managed to, I put the motor on and went around them, so we managed to avoid the big stuff. Still got very lucky, but it's ahead now, it's quite smooth. Pretty scary.
Is that the worst sea you've ever seen?
Worst vertical waves I've ever seen. They were absolutely vertical, 4 or 5 metres high. We smashed through maybe 10 of them, water over the bow, but I would have hated to not have seen it and had to go through it. It would have been horrible. Imagine hitting that at night. Scare the bejeebers out of you. Yeah. So there we go.
An update? Are we through all the yuck?
Yeah, we're through all that horrible currents. Just an hour ago we hit another batch of it, and it was about 5 knots of current sideways. Pretty horrible. But now it's like glass. How the day changes. And it's 1:45. We've been motoring the last, half hour?
Yeah.
There's just no wind. We've got 11 minus 7, so 4 knots of wind. So I'm just going to motor, but luckily we've got the current with us, so motoring at 8. Things that float by constantly. Just plastic things just float by. So we've got the current with us, we're doing 8 knots. So at this rate will be 2 days and 5 hours we'll be in Broome. We can't keep this up, of course. So maybe we'll make Broome on Friday. If we do make it on Friday, then we can clear in. But if we make it on Saturday, we can't. We've got to wait till Monday. Let's see how we go. Who knows what's ahead?
What's going on?
I noticed it's going really, really slow. And then on my 15-minute checks, I found Peanut underwater with no motor. So it's acting like a big road. So now I've got to get, whoa, the big seas. So try and hove to and get into the dinghy, middle of the ocean, bail it out, and see if the motor's still connected by the safety cable. I hope it is. Or see if the back of the dinghy is missing, I don't know. I'm going to come up with a plan. I'm going to hope 2 better.
Yeah, we're a big sea. It's hard to tell what's going on, really.
Use engine.
Okay. Well, we never video drama on this boat because when drama's happening, you're in amongst it and you don't pick up a camera. So this is going to be a very dodgy video. So I'm trying to keep this boat heave to in these massive waves. and we're trying to work out a plan of saving the dinghy. It's going to get smashed a bit. Oh! Magnus is working out a plan. Oh. So yeah, this is going to be very rough. Oh. And this is the size of the... You're going to get wet. You might get wet. Oh. I think that's enough videoing. I've got to drive.
So while we're travelling, that's usually in peanut. So it's the silver thing over there, the motor. What an ordeal we just had. Yep, that was an ordeal alright. I look a bit dishevelled because I've just been hands and knees bailing out peanut and then jury rigging a lift device to lift the Honda outboard that was 6 feet underwater in a rolling pitching sea while blowing 30 odd knots or 25. Get it back on. First of all I tried to get it back on board peanut, to no avail. I was just going to break something, one of my fingers, or go overboard. So then we decided to hook it, tether onto it. I managed to lasso it, I grapple hook it with the anchor and then lasso the leg with some thick mooring line and then attach that to the main boat. And then I got my pliers out and I cut the safety line. Thank God for that safety line, or theft cable. Yeah, it was the weirdest feeling, sitting in the boat, and the boat's going slower and slower and slower, and then I look back and peanut was completely underwater. You could just see the silhouette of the boat, or the outline of the boat underwater. Thank God for the captain collars, because they saved it again. If we didn't have them on, it would have been long gone by now. So thanks guys, you've saved peanut again. Yeah, and it took us an hour and a half to get the engine back on board and bail peanut out and get everything stabilised. And now of course the outboard's full of salt water, carburetor, crankcase, hopefully not the gearbox, but as soon as it gets calm I'll check all that out. But for the time being I think I'm gonna relax, have a bintang and summarise the events of the last 2 hours. Wendy did an incredible job holding the boat hove to into the wind at exactly the right angle to allow me to do all that work in the dinghy in this heaving sea. So yeah, she did an incredible job. Incredible. So anyway, time to chill, let the adrenaline soak, and catch up later on, guys. See ya.